Thanks for taking the time to check out the Tiger pregame show and our Clemson historic picture of the day. Like us on social media and subscribe to this channel and click that notification button if you would like to get updates. Today's photos are of a great-looking classic car decked out in Clemson Tiger orange with an orange fiberglass Tiger on the top. This picture was taken on a fall afternoon in Clemson prior to a football game in the mid-1960s. The car would show up at almost every home football game during that era, and this picture was taken in the Tillman Hall Loop. If you notice, the car has the number 42 on the side door panel. I believe the significance of the 42 is to honor the class of 1942 and their 25th anniversary of graduation, which would have been around 1967. Below is a black and white picture taken of the car with members of the class of 1942 standing beside it. Worth noticing from this class of students, almost all of them upon graduation would have entered the service and fought in World War II, which we had just entered in December of 1941, just 4 months before the class of 42 graduated. Therefore, this picture may represent a majority of that depleted class of 1942, many of which perished fighting for our nation. Many years later, the fiberglass Tiger from these photos would resurface. The story behind the Tiger comes from the late Ruby Ellenberg. Miss Ruby Ellenberg, who lived on Flat Rock Road in Liberty, South Carolina, bought the Tiger in the late 1960s for her daughter-in-law, Brenda, who is now a Clemson graduate. Brenda wasn't so much impressed with the Tiger, so Ruby stuck it under the bushes in front of her house where only the head of it was visible. It stayed there until 2007. Terry Pierce's in-laws lived next door to the Ellenbergs, and during a visit, Terry's wife decided she just had to have that Tiger, so she called Brenda, who was glad to get rid of it. So Terry cleaned it up, loaded it into his SUV, and took it home to Lenoir City, Tennessee. The Tiger is fiberglass and at one time had wooden fangs. Unfortunately, although it survived 30 years outdoor relatively unscathed, all but one of the fangs have rotted away and only the nails that were there remain.